Hello everyone, I'm Margaret Okocha Obioma. Welcome to my channel. It's a delight to have you here. Okay, so this particular video, it's the part 1 of the training we had on the 11th May 2024. The training was about analyzing data using SQL. We had a great facilitator, Sylvia Wuche, that ran us through almost the 4 hours class, and it was really intense. Basic SQL, we covered basic SQL, we covered intermediate and some advanced level of SQL. It's bringing all what you've read, in fact, everything you've been learning on SQL in practical terms. That's what was covered here. The data is an e-commerce data set. The link to the data set is below on the description of this video. You can go find out the data set on Kaggle. This particular video is the part 1, and this video it's basically concerned with data cleaning. The data was a very, very messy data set, but we used Power Query on Excel to fix up the data set. So watch out for the part 2 of this training. The part 2 would cover the data modeling part. Then the part 3, for clarity's sake, we had to break it down, so that it will be relatable, so you wouldn't have it too cumbersome and having that over 3 hours at a time. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, to like, to view this video till the end, because there's a lot to learn, and to share with your network. Thank you very much. Let's slide into the class.
Okay, I like to use Power Query to actually clean my data because it has many features. You can actually do it with Excel here on this spreadsheet. So I really like to use Power Query. So in the data before sending it. So if you don't understand Margaret, please be on the lookout for the messages that will be coming up.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
We're sending this one out to Power Query. To check if there's anything. From what I checked, actually there's nothing to except this size and all that. Let's just change it. Okay. I've actually looked at it before, and I think every one of us would have tried to look at how the data set looks like. So we're not going to waste our time. Okay, we'll be using every column here. We'll be needing it because the customer's information, I think that will be a very important data that we need. Okay, let's just change the size to small.
Sorry, Coach Sylvia, please, can you zoom in your device? Because some people can barely see the screen, so that, can you zoom it from your side, please? So it will be a little bit more.
Do I know how to do that? I think it's only on. Okay. Let me see. It's only on Chrome. I can do that.
Okay, yes, on Google. Okay, yes, great.
Okay, is it now? Okay. All right, we're going to replace the values. Okay, I would have first, okay, X large. Okay, let me just put it extra large. All right, so we're going to bring the other one here, the other table. Okay, for this product, the product table will not be needing much. So we'll be deleting most of the columns because they are not relevant to what we'll be doing. And most of them are, I think they have empty rows. Like, okay, let me change it first so that you see the rows. Using the first, use first row as headers. Okay, like you can see the brand name is an empty column. It's blank. So we'll not be needing this. This I don't even know the name, so we'll not be needing this. Okay, this one really needs cleaning. I think we'll just be needing the first, just this first part, like video games and toys and games for the category. Okay, so we're going to collect just this first part, like this sports out and outdoors. I think this is just the main category. The first ones, that's one we'll be collecting. I think the blanks are much. So, so all these you have to check for it. And also, if it was a real data set, I think the blanks are really much. The blanks are much on this column. So if we were to be using this column, for it to be readable, if we're to be using it, but I don't think we'll be using it. If because we also have something like this in the customer table, we have the category. So I think we'll be working with the category. And when I was looking at this data set, I saw that I think there are different data sets that they just merged into, there are different tables, like they just merged into one because there's no relationship. I was just trying to create a relationship between them. Because when you look at this category on the customer table, then you go to the product details, you're seeing that you only have more of toys, clothing. Okay, let's just work with it. Okay, we'll be using the first side, so we'll be splitting the column and be splitting it by delimiter, right? Yeah, we'll be splitting it by delimiter. Okay, we'll be using this first we'll be using this first one, this first is it line, I be what they call it. That's what we're using to split. We just need this first let me say sports and doors, toys and games. That's what we'll be needing, just this first words. So we're going to split it. Okay. So we're using a custom. be using it at the leftmost delimiter. That is the first one. Okay. So this is a category. So we'll be deleting this one. We'll not be needing it. All right. So rename it. So go to the next column. Let's see what we'll have inside. I don't think we'll be needing this column. So we'll remove it. Okay, this selling price is actually somehow like,
Hello. Hello. Hi, Coach Sylvia. Hello. Please, if you can hear me, can you unmute? Let me know you heard me.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Oh,
I can
okay. I
hear you.
think
I
she's
can hear you.
disconnected. Please, let's just hold a second. Hold on a second.
Hi, Margaret.
Hi.
Yeah. So, which package are we using now? Are we on SQL
Okay, so
or we are on
the data is really dirty. So she was putting us through Power Query to clean the data.
Power Query on where? Power Query where? Power Query where?
I
Stop it.
guess it's Power BI.
Okay. Please
Yeah.
let's ask her.
it's
Okay.
Excel.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
Power Query
Excel.
on Excel. Okay.
On Excel. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, hi Coach Sylvia. How far? What happened? Network.
Please, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was even. I'm very sorry.
No worries. Thank you for joining back.
You're welcome. Okay. This is the last. Okay. The second table was the is the product details. So there were columns that are not relevant to our analysis. So I removed them. If you can see at this the steps, I removed how many columns? Like I think they're up to 8 because we'll not be needing them. Okay. Really. Okay. The product category. I just wanted to maybe if we're using it, and I don't really think we'll use it, but for learning sake, we're going to be using only the first I think when we look at this category, we see that sports and outdoors includes outdoor recreation, skateboards. Oh, okay. I'm saying something. Okay, I was saying because in the customer table, we also have a category, and this category, most of the categories, I can't find them on. I can't find them on the product details. Okay, these are the categories on our customer table. We just have accessories, clothing, footwear, and outwear. That means that means toys and games, we cannot find them on our customer details, which I'm trying to think if it's actually the same data set. But I said maybe when I get to my SQL, I will check if maybe they are related, because what I'm seeing now, I don't think they're actually related. Most of these categories here includes other things like mostly toys and all that.
Sorry, I just want, before you go on, can I
Things
just
here.
ask if this video is recorded
Okay,
that
so
can
I'm
be
going to
checked?
use.
Is anyone hearing me?
Hello?
Is this video recorded?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes,
Is
the
this
video
session
is
recorded?
recorded. Is recorded. I said
Okay, thank
earlier,
you.
please, if we need to ask questions, let's use the in message so that we won't disrupt the recordings because it's recorded so that we
Sorry
can have
about
a
that.
quality recording. Thank you.
Okay,
Or you
thank
could
you.
as well raise your hands.
Okay, the category aspect. The category aspect. I thought we're going to use this first one. If you see these toys and games, you still have puzzles and jigsaw. They are all in this one category. So we'll just be using the broad overview. broad one, like let me say home and kitchen. We will not be using this column actually, just for learning sake. So we'll just be needing this first side, the first part of it. So to do that, we have to split the column by the delimiter. So when you check this, these are the different delimiters: tab, space, semicolon, equal sign, comma, and column. But it's not what what we are looking for is not on this. So we have to go for the custom, and the custom delimiter is okay, is here a stroke. So from the leftmost delimiter, that's what we want to divide the column from the words. Or okay, now I click OK. As you can see, we just have this first part of it. We'll not be using this actually, but just for learning sake. So I'll be deleting this part, this other part. Then these columns, we'll not be using them because most of them are blanks. They are filled with blanks and it's not relevant to our analysis. So this one too. So we removing them. The quantity also, there's nothing there. The model number is not relevant. About each product, not relevant. Product specification, not relevant. Why I'm doing this, not every data set that you should do this. It depending on the type of analysis you're doing. There are some that you just need to analyze the technical details of each product. That means you have to use this data, this column. But we are not going to be analyzing that, so we'll not be needing it. If you're also trying to understand the shipping weight of each product or trying to analyze something like that, you will need it, but using it for this. So it depends on your analysis, what you're doing. So be moving most of these images. Okay, this one, if we were to be doing, maybe a marketing campaign, this would have been a very good, this is a very good column. We're not doing a marketing campaign. Okay, from here to here, they are just blanks. Okay, so, all right, so this one is the person at Amazon, the seller and Amazon seller, yes or no. So we will replace the value with yes and no. Things, you have to check the kind of things too. You not just assume that it's only y and because it's what it means. So you have to do all that. You not just assume that it's only yes y because you're saying y and n. You think that it's maybe y yes and no. You have to check to really understand the data very well. Okay, this is okay. All right, so we'll go to the next table. These are e-commerce. Let's use it. Okay. All right. So if you're following, just this the headers, put just do this thing I'm also doing, so that because my SQL doesn't understand headers, so just put a is it an underscore in between each text. Okay. All right, this is another data set. This is the user ID. I'm just assuming that this user ID is related to the customer ID. I'm just assuming that is related to the customer ID. All right, I'll be doing the same thing. On each column header. Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Yes, we
yes,
can.
yes.
All right, I've been hearing some noise. Okay, time. All right, so if you look at this data now, this column, you see that it is 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So I don't think we'll be needing that 8 o'clock. So we also have to do the same thing to split the column and use only the dates, because they are all 8 o'clock. And secondly, we have to use the MySQL correct date format, which is year, month, and date. I think I'm correct. Year, date, month. Okay, let's just try.
Hi,
So
sorry.
first,
Sorry, Coach
yeah.
Sylvia. Somebody had the question. You said you mentioned something about selling price column before the network went off. So I don't know if you could recap because I think she.
Okay, yeah. I said when we get to Excel, we're going to see, because most of this thing they are not showing here. It's a very messed up column. Most of the data they are not showing here, and the blanks are too much. Most of them are not showing. When we get to Excel, we can still do the same thing on Excel actually. Okay, so on this column, like I said, the 8 o'clock, they are all 8 o'clock, 800. Okay, there's 10. Okay, just 8 and 10. Alright, the timestamp is not really a timestamp, as you can see. It just has to is it 8 hours and minutes, or which is not actually correct. So we'll not be needing the 800, the other minutes and the hour. We'll just be needing only the date. So we have to split it too. And okay, before that we can actually do this. But I think that this particular date column is it's there's is an error column, because when you click on this, you're supposed to get a date only, and maybe a year only if it's a real date column. Okay, let's just remove the 8 o'clock first so you understand what I'm saying. Okay, let's say we try to change this to date and time. All right, look at what I'm saying here.
Error.
Okay, okay, this is how the date column looks like. Only part of it are actually real dates. But when you put it to, okay, let's say dates. Sorry. Okay, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to understand this particular column because date is a very important issue when you're trying to do analysis. You have to be very, very careful. As we saw before, when it was in Shebi, it was text, Abi. Yeah, they were all like their real dates. So when we change it to a timestamp, most of them did not come up as a date column. So let's remove the stamp from the time. Okay, we'll begin like by the delimiter again. All right, this one we'll be looking at them. I think the delimiter should be a space. After our year, there's a space before the time stamp. So it's still okay. There's a space here. Rightmost delimiter. So let's do each occurrence or left because we're taking the left part. Okay. So now we have only our dates. Okay, we have only our dates now. Our date column, which we'll be using. Because this times the timestamp, the other minutes, they are not relevant. Okay, another thing, when we change this to a date now, it has this error. Just to show you that these are real dates and all those things you're seeing here, yeah, fake. When I saw this at first, I tried to do some stuff on it to maybe change it in Excel actually to change the date to a date, but it wasn't working. Let me still try again. All right, we are done. Let's cross check. Let me change it back before I. Okay, let me load it to Excel. So I'm loading data back to Excel. So from here we can send it to SQL. Okay, as you can see these dates. So when I try to change it to a date, to maybe a real date format, because I found out that because when anytime I do analysis on dates, they seem very tricky. So I tried to change this to the MySQL format before I send it to MySQL so that MySQL will recognize it as a date column. So to change this, you have to do the text, change the format. So begin the date. So we're using the year, month, and date. Yeah. Month slash date. Okay. Okay, let's see. I forgot to use the table format to do it. Oh, okay. So we're going to cast it when we want to use it in MySQL, we still cast it because I'm still thinking this is will still be in disguise too. So let's copy it. Pasting it as values. Okay. Then we delete it because we don't paste as values. When we delete this, it will not because it's a formula we used.
Okay.
All right. So this is our e-commerce data. This is the product data. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Then this is customer. All right. So because we loaded this, it's now in a it's now in a workbook format. So we have to save it separately as a CSV file before we send it to MySQL. So we're going to save each of them separately. Let me delete this one. So
You're sleeping. Close the door. Close the door.
we're going to create a new folder inside this one so that will send everything to SQL. Okay. Okay, we're saving it as a CSV. Same thing with the products.
Okay, sorry to cut you, Coach Sylvia. While we are
Yeah.
trying to load it into SQL, Google Meet will soon kick us out. We have like 3 minutes left. So please, I would like us to join in once we're disconnected into the next link. You could check your mail. You could also check the WhatsApp group is there. Please give
Okay.
me a thumbs up if you understand what I just said. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right then. Thank you.